Zealand. I'm Cameron Walter, and I begin today by acknowledging the Kaurna people, traditional custodians of the land on which we will compete today. And I pay my respect to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here today. Again, it is the Tri-Nations final between Australia and New Zealand. Please join me in congratulating the umpire for today's final, Andrew Hall-Villiers. Introducing first, led out by their captain, Matthew Floros, Australia. And their opponent, led out by their captain, Todd Watson, New Zealand. On behalf of the World Indoor Cricket Federation and everyone here in the venue and watching at home, best of luck to both sides ahead of the Tri-Nations final. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the venue, if you are able, please be upstanding for the national anthems of Australia and New Zealand. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems ahead of the Tri-Nations final. If you've just tuned in, I'm Cameron Walter, and it is Australia up against New Zealand here in the Tri-Nations final. What a contest we are expecting. I'll take you through the two team lineups, starting with New Zealand. Their captain is Todd Watson. With him, Swayam Desai, and a late change. Stacey Hindman out, Bailey Latta in. Ryan Jackson, Matt Latham, Nick Ward, Ben Jackett and Mitchell Gardner round out the 8. The Australian side, their captain is Matthew Floros. With him, Brock Winkler, Jamie Diener, Justin Perkins, Luke Ryan, Reece Dearness, Tim Floros and Tyler Hayes. The umpire for the Tri-Nations final is Andrew Hall-Villiers. And folks, we've enjoyed 3 days of round-robin test match, international indoor cricket action. Australia undefeated, plus 375 for the week, go into this Tri-Nations final clear favourites. That is not in dispute. Let's have a look at the head-to-head matchup. Australia, huge winners in the first match. Australia-New Zealand, 111-35. On day two, a much, much closer affair, 114-105. New Zealand just 9 runs short. And on day three, Australia running out victors 104-64. Significant late change to the New Zealand side with the veteran Stacey Hindman, as I understand it, injured during the warm-up and replaced by Bailey Latta. Hindman has enjoyed a strong tournament and is in the top 4 statistically. He's played the most games for the team, 5. And that is a big out for New Zealand. No doubt they can depend on Bailey Latta to come in and help their fortunes here in the Tri-Nations. New Zealand will be batting first. And Matt Latham and Nick Ward take to the court now for the New Zealand side. Again, if we look back at those head-to-head matchups, it's scores of 35, 105 and 64. Take all of that into the equation, in New Zealand, you would hope, would be pushing for something around the 80-run mark. They're going to have to contend with Luke Ryan bowling the first over. We're just about set here as I'm joined on commentary by Dan Batley. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, thanks for having me.
And late change to the New Zealand outfit.
Yes.
Interesting to see how all of that plays out. We're just about set here for the Tri-Nations final. Australia up against New Zealand. If you've just tuned in, I'm Cameron Walter, Dan Batley with me, and we're looking forward to a thrilling conclusion here to the Tri-Nations tournament. It's going to be Luke Ryan to his teammate from the ACT, Matt Latham, to get us underway here in the Tri-Nations final. Settle in, folks. It starts now. Just inside the line, a dot ball to start. First runs of the match, a single to Latham. He's away. Follows up with a wide. Do you have any intel for us on the injury to Hindman?
No, I'm not quite sure. We're just having a look over to the side just before the anthems and saw Stacey wasn't out there, so I'm not quite sure what's happened there.
Okay. Ward beaten. Luke Ryan has got Australia off to wonderful starts in so many internationals before.
Yeah, Mr. Reliable with the new ball. Gets it in good areas, asks some questions early. Batters will be looking to get out of this over with no chances.
It's in the air, it's safe. Backward of point, 2 runs. The first run's off the bat for Nick Ward.
Yeah, a little bit extra bounce from Ryan. Important for the boys to get on top of it. Bang it up for 2.
Final ball of the opening over. And it's a dot ball. A tough contest already here in the Tri-Nations final. What sort of score do you think New Zealand are looking for?
Definitely up over 80. I mean, batting first, you want to lay a good platform, something to defend, something to bowl at. So definitely a minimum of 80 for the New Zealanders.
Jamie Diener is going to bowl the second over. And Ward taking his time to get his gloves on. Now ready to go. Here is Diener, second over of the match. Top ball to start, and that will be third ball. An opportunity now here for Australia. New Zealand will have to score. Good shot there from Ward, finds the net for 2.
Yeah, good eyes there from Nick. Getting up high, plenty of time for Matt to get through.
Some interest, but
Yeah.
safely home.
Good aggressive running from Nick. Big eyes, saw it go into the corner low. Plenty of time for him at the danger's end to make his call.
Chance at the top. But nothing doing. 2 balls remain for Diener. That's a wonderful shot from Ward. Finding the net. These 2 looking good early.
Yeah, good start so far. Big eyes from Nick. Looks like he's got plenty of time out there. Very experienced New Zealand cricketer, so we're drawing on that.
No run. The over comes to an end. 5 runs from it. And both sides just easing their way into this Tri-Nations final.
Yeah, definitely an arm wrestle early. Both teams trying to find their way in. Matt looks like he's just still trying to search for one out of the middle. But Dennis into bowl now.
Yeah, veteran of the Australian side. Brought up his 50th test. Here he is. Oh, gets past Winkler. Finds the net. 3 runs. What a shot from Ward.
Yeah, great shooting there. Keeping the strike ticking over.
Single this time to Latham. Again into the backcourt.
into Floros, no run.
Yeah, good eyes from Nick. Danger up there at our leg side is Matt, so got to be careful when you're hitting in that part of the court.
Oh, it should be out. Australia cannot execute. And New Zealand through for a single. There's a wait and then a yes. The correct call from Latham. He'd seen the ball was safely in the vacant region of the back court. Get through for a single. Final ball of the over now for Dearness. Over comes to an end with that ball. Continues to be a good battle. No wickets so far for the Aussies. New Zealand will be very happy with that.
Yeah, definitely tracking nicely. Boys are batting pretty smart out there, getting the ball up nice and high in the air, giving themselves plenty of chance to run through, so they'll be looking to close out this partnership. Momentum's huge in these games, so really batting for the next pair here and, not giving the Australians anything.
The Australia captain, Matt Floros, he'll bowl the final over. Starts with a wide, and it's the last over of a partnership, so they get the runs and the ball again. Tucked it down for a down-up pull shot, and Latham asking about the height. Reasonable questions, flirting with the danger zone there.
Yep. Obviously a little bit of a shorter batsman, so that margin's a bit lower.
Floros beats the bat of Ward.
Yeah, just squared Wardy up there a little bit. Great ball, starting sort of on the middle and leg line, just moving away slightly, so asking questions.
Well played.
Yeah, good adjustment.
Absolutely. And finding the net again, New Zealand, 22 with 3 balls remaining. Oh, how was that missed?
It's getting the ball to talk is Matt.
Safe single. The 1 ball remains now. New Zealand on 23. And Ward finds the net, and a wonderful start for this New Zealand side here in the Tri-Nations final. 25 runs from the opening combination without losing a wicket. That is exactly what New Zealand wanted. They've struggled starting against Australia of late, and that's not the case today. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You're watching the Tri-Nations final between Australia and New Zealand. I'm Cameron Walter. With me is Dan Batley. We're live from Arena 42 here in Adelaide. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. And how about that start, Dan?
Yeah, great start. Great platform to build on, as I said earlier. Really important for the first partnership. A set of platform, build and bat for the next pair, so a lot easier for these two to come in with a little bit of momentum. Obviously a late change. Bailey's come in. I'm hearing word Stacey's picked up a niggle in the warm-up. So Bailey's come in at the last minute, but he's definitely up to the task, so these two will be looking to carry on.
So Mitchell Gardner and Bailey Ladder it is. Tim Floros will bowl. And we're back underway. Attacking the stumps, Tim Floros. Be a dot ball.
Seems to be a consistent game plan, just bowling wicket to wicket, varying the length, making it hard to score inside nets.
Oh, that's got to be out. Oh, saying he offered a shot. He pulled out of the shot for mine.
Oh, it's definitely a bit of a shot there, Cam. Come on, he's trying to play that on the leg
He's played
side.
and pulled out. Does that count as playing a shot? I suppose it does.
I know you love a little indoor
Got to give it out.
LBW.
Got to give an LB out. It's third ball. The score will have to change now. It does.
Yeah,
It'll be a single.
Definite shot there from Mitch for that one into the corner.
Straight to the hands of Dearness. No run. Flores continues to attack the stumps. Great shot. It's kept off the net by Winkler. A single to Latta. Both batsmen now away.
Yeah, a couple of shots out of the middle of the bat there for Bailey, so he'll be feeling good. A little bit frustrated, didn't find the side net, but runs are runs in a final.
No run from the final ball of the over, and that's unbelievable bowling from Tim Floros. Just 2 runs, no wicket. Doesn't get much tighter than that. But to New Zealand's credit, 5 overs through, still haven't lost a wicket.
That's it. It's about giving no chance. It's about offering nothing to the opposition. And obviously, you know, when you're rolling out a first over bowler, looking to start the partnership well. So it's important just to get through and not give anything away.
There's a long conversation between the Australian captain, Matt Floros, and Brock Winkler, who will bowl this over.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a really clear plan to these two. They want to execute something, and they'll be looking to build off that first over and keep the pressure on.
Sent back. The leg into the corner. Matt Floros stalking the ball. It'll be third ball now. Another opportunity here for Australia as New Zealand have to score whether they like it or not. Sensible batting. Latta just gets it back down the pitch, pace off the ball, able to beat it to the crease. Right in at the legs of Mitchell Gardner. Dot ball.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious Matt Floros wants the ball in his hand, so he's really asking his bowlers to target that area, get the ball to him.
Oh, he went without the ball. That ball outside off. Perkins gets a touch on it at a point. It'll be third ball again. These two haven't yet found the net.
Yeah, great shot from Mitch. Up over the field, take away the threat.
Last ball of the over now. Width, punched into the net.
Yeah.
The ladder, 5 runs from the over.
Good from Bailey. Got to punish the bad balls. That's obviously well too far outside off stump. Picked up on it, got it up over the field. It's really important the Kiwis absorb the pressure, give nothing away and keep the scoreboard ticking over, and so far so good for this pair.
And how would you be Bailey Latta? Not originally in the 8. There's an injury during the warm-up. It's clear that's one of the reasons why teams warm everybody up. He's showing so far that he's mentally up and ready for the game.
Yeah, that's right. It's really important that you get everybody warm, everybody switched on, because you never know what's going to happen. He's a pretty talented young man, is Bailey, so he'd definitely be up for the fight, obviously given the opportunity, and he'll be in.
A dot from the first ball. Tyler Hayes is over. Oh, it should be out. No. Needed a touch onto the stumps. I think Gardner would have been short. The bail's intact.
Yeah, Mitch has seen the ball get up high there and backed himself to get in, but definitely I think might have been a close one if we watched the replay.
We've called it a dead ball, and the reason for that is the umpire saying that Mitchell Gardner was not quite ready. Tyler Hayes certainly had started his run up just as Gardner looked up, I think, so it's all fair enough. It was a dot, no wicket, doesn't count anymore. And that one, that is an absolute brute of a delivery right at Gardner, who's worn it on, what, the elbow?
Yeah, look like the back of the elbow there. As I said earlier, Australians really bowling nice and straight, attacking the body.
Oh, looks like it did miss the elbow. It hit him on the hip. It'll be a leg side there. 2 balls remain. Run's certainly not coming easy for New Zealand, but still they've not lost a wicket. 35 on the board. Not quite to the halfway stage. It's the final ball of the over for Hayes. Throw is way over Dina. No run from New Zealand. They'll start the last over of their partnership on 3rd ball and will have to score. It's some really tight bowling here from New Zealand, from Australia rather, but New Zealand certainly continuing to soak that pressure up.
Yeah, really tough batting from the 2 out there at the moment. Recognising that they're under the pump. They're getting some good bowling, and they've recognised that and respecting it. And just as long as they keep the scoreboard ticking over, every run upwards is a good run.
So after those 2 dots to end the previous over, the score now has to change. Justin Perkins will bowl the 8th over. And that's out. The first wicket falls. The away swinging delivery beats the bat of Bailey Latta. And the Aussies are pumped. That's been coming for a while, I think, Dan.
Yeah, looked like a great delivery here. Plenty of movement in the air. Yeah. Full out swinger. Pretty stock standard plan on 3rd ball.
This time on the legs of Latta. Fended, but no run. Same again, a chance for Floros. The throw too high. And New Zealand through for 2.
Really important for the guys to close this partnership out. Give nothing more away. It's been a tough grind so far, and don't really want to give the Australians anything to get their momentum up.
Another dot ball. And again, that is the 14th dot ball of the partnership.
I can't say the Australians aren't executing their plans. Just staying patient by the looks at the moment.
Yep, and they'll have another opportunity here. Third ball for the final ball of the second partnership. New Zealand need to score. Here's Perkins to Gardner. This one was the in swinger and read by Gardner. Gets through for a single. 8 runs from that second partnership. And it's just an absolute battle out there at the moment between these two sides. Hope you are enjoying the coverage, folks. I'm Cameron Walter with Dan Batley, and this is the 2024 Tri-Nations Final between Australia and New Zealand. And I don't think it's that often that you see a batting partnership score 8 runs with just a loss of 1 wicket. Yeah,
I mean, that's the importance of a wicket when the partnership is only ticking over with singles. You know, that when that wicket does come, it really hurts. As I said before, Australians really staying patient, sticking to their knitting. They know what works. They're a very experienced side.
Todd Watson and Ben Jackett. Watson, the New Zealand captain. They will bat third. Luke Ryan is going to bowl the ninth. Good crowd here at Arena 42. To add to the online viewers. We're all set. Luke Ryan resumes the action. Right in at the legs of Watson, no run. Width and put into the offside net for 3. A great shot to open his account, the New Zealand captain.
Yeah, great shot there from Todd. Great positive start for him. Just controlling the tempo, making sure that they take a breath, reset for the next ball.
Straight back to Luke Ryan, no run.
It's one thing about Ben, if it's uphill, back himself to drive through the line.
It's out. Did he have the ball? Not sure that he did, but might have hit anyway. Let's have a look on the replay. Ball will come from the right of screen. Okay, yeah, that's out. Yep, clear. Andrew Allvilliers would have seen that. Clear as day. Good vision. The first wicket for the partnership. Chance at the top, and it's out again. It's 2 in 2 balls. Watson overcommitting. Sent back. Tim Floros, one of the quickest in the business to turn and throw, in the hands of Dina. Out by a long way. And already Australia on top. The third pair. 1 ball to come for Luke Ryan. Short width there for Jackett, who gets his first run, but -6 from the over. Luke Ryan doing the job again for Australia, and the fielders backing him up.
Yeah, he's one of their weapons. Really, they look to him for momentum, create some chances, get their field into the game. Important for Ben and Toddy here to not let that get on top of them. Reset, stick to their plan, start banging some runs up.
Going to have to deal with Reece Dearness now. Get their innings back on track. Certainly a degree of uncertainty with the running. The first one, the first wicket saw Jackett out of his crease, run out behind. We saw second one, Watson overcommit, run out at the top end. Driven, quick hands from Dina, but Watson's back. Let's have a look on the replay. Yeah, he's back. 2 dots, third ball. Driven, chance for Dina again. Flick the bail off, but Jacket is home. Grabs 2. Another dot ball. Chance again for Dina. This time can't hit. Watson, another 3. This one flirting with danger, but despite the element of risk, he's got the runs. Last ball now for Dennis. It's driven to the back net for 7. And out of nowhere, New Zealand back in the positives and up to 6.
Yeah.
Chanced his arm and cashed in.
As I said earlier, there's one thing about Jacko is if the ball's up, he'll back himself to go. Plenty of bowlers back home that have experienced that, so good from him. Not letting the occasion go on top of him. He's playing his game. That's what you can ask for. But yeah, definitely good to be back in the positives after 2 overs. Guys will be looking to build on that.
Justin Perkins to bowl the 11th. 12 runs off that previous over. Oh, what a ball from Justin Perkins. That's Australia's answer to the back net shots. Full in-swinging delivery, hits the legs and onto the stumps. The Jacket playing across the line.
Yeah, plenty of swing there for Justin.
Driven, dropped. That would have been an absolute screamer. It's into the side net for 3. There's Jacket looking for the back net again.
Yep. Australians, obviously, Justin seems to be the only one that's really getting the ball to move in the air, and they've brought him on here to ask some questions of the batters.
Bowled him straight through the New Zealand captain, that shape. Incredible is the replay. Gee, it almost straightened off the deck. So shaping away, then straightened and knocked over middle. Brilliant bowling from Justin Perkins. In the side for his experience and delivering here for Australia. Follows the wicket up with the wides. Deflection into the net will be 2. And another good over there for Australia. -3 from it. This pair have a hugely important over coming up here. Cannot afford to lose another wicket. They need to get New Zealand past 40.
That's a really tough work out there. Boys are fighting hard. They'll be wanting to see out this over in the positives. Trying to wrestle a little bit of momentum back.
Brock Winkler will bowl the final over to the partnership. Here he is to Todd Watson. Starts with a wide. And in final overs to batting pairs, not only do they get the runs, but the batsmen have the option of having the ball re-bowled It's not too often you see batsmen say no to that, so
No.
we will have another delivery. Short, wide, put away for 2.
Yep, nice and safe there from Todd. 4 off 1 essentially. Good start to the over.
Jacket planting the front foot down the line of the pitch, playing away from his body. The dot ball. So for legs, another dot ball, and once again, it'll be third ball. The batsman will have to advance the score or they'll lose runs. Uses the width, grabs a single to see off third ball, and 2 balls remain. Oh, Luke Ryan almost creates something from nothing there. Down up. Single for Watson. Anytime the ball lands in the hands of Ryan, can't describe it as a safe single. Final ball of the partnership. And it will be a dot and another single-digit partnership there. 42 on the board. All not lost for New Zealand. They will need 4 solid overs here to complete this innings. With
Jackson Gardner. Ryan Jackson, Braden Gardner.
Braden Gardner's not ticked on the team sheet. So he's in instead of Desai, by the look of it. Another late change that doesn't appear to be a surprise to the umpire. So don't ask me what's going on there, but it is Braden Gardner.
Not sure what's going on there, I think.
And Ryan Jackson.
Intention was always for Braden to be playing this game.
First ball goes for 5. Jackson here to play.
Yeah, good confident start there from Ryan. He'll be up for the fight. He loves stuff.
Gardner. Starts his innings with a down up 2. Jackson finding the net. 2 runs.
Good safe shot there from Ryan. In a game where 2s have been quite hard to come by.
Final ball for Dina. In the hands of Matt Flores, and no run. They'll start the next over on third ball. But 9 runs off that opening over. A great start there to this last pair for New Zealand. And confirmation from the umpire that Gardner's ticked on his copy of the team sheet. So
that's the important one.
Yeah. And yeah, I think you're right. The intent was always that he played the game. I must admit, I was surprised that his name was not ticked on the team sheet in front of me. It's, yes, possibly me being stitched up. Tim Flores will bowl over 14. It is third ball. New Zealand will need to score. Score they do. Wonderful shot from Jackson, finding the net. 2 runs.
Yeah, should be no surprises there for Ryan. He's obviously played some recent cricket over in Australia, so would have seen a lot of these guys.
Unbelievable batting, Braden Gardner.
One of the toughest shots to play, and he's made it look effortless. Great from Braden. Up over the leg side field.
No run. This is already turning into a nice little rebuild here for New Zealand. They can push for 70, 80 runs here. Should be a great total given the middle 2 pairs.
Another third ball. Been plenty of these.
Some instructions here from Matt Flores. He's speaking to both Dina and Tim Flores about the plan for this third ball.
It's making the better weight, I think, there.
A little bit of that, but perhaps theory that Jackson might try and send this into the back court. We'll be cautious of that. Full put into the side net for 2. Cruisy batting for Jackson. 1 ball remains in the 14th. Brings the over to an end. 6 runs from it. Another good one for New Zealand. This pair have moved to 59 and have set up New Zealand nicely here. Can they continue without losing a wicket? So, I think they'd certainly get somewhere in the 70s at least. Tyler Hayes is the bowler for Australia. That's great batting. Collision here between Luke Ryan and Gardner. Now, I think he's calling for a HIA here because of the collision. What will be interesting is whether or not the result of that previous delivery will continue. Or maybe he hasn't called for a HIA, I'm not sure, but he's also speaking to the batsmen about what they ran here. I don't know if we can take in a replay of what actually occurred, but the question will be whether or not Luke Ryan was fielding the ball, whether or not the collision could be avoided. It's a long conversation. And now he's speaking to Luke Ryan. Here it is. So Luke Ryan certainly fielding the ball, or looking to, and Gardner straight into him. So what do you think, Dan? How do you see that? Do you think Luke Ryan was fielding that?
Yeah, but it's pretty tough for Braden. The ball's gone past him. He's looking. He's trying to make his ground. He's running to the keeper's end. He can't see the ball, so I don't think there's anything. Definitely nothing intentional there. He's just carried on his line. It's,
you're not allowed to do that, though. You're not allowed to carry on your line. If the fielder's fielding the ball, you have to go around them. It certainly doesn't look like any penalties have been applied or anything like that, but here it is. Yeah, both had eyes for the ball, I think. But
yeah.
we're ready to resume. And chance at the top, a direct hit and give it out. Matt Floros is an unbelievable leg side fielder. And the direct hits always, look, they always surprise you. The bat, yeah.
Oh,
Gee.
I don't know there, Cam. I don't know.
I'd have to look at that a couple of times.
I think so.
Have to look a few times, I think.
I think he's safe there. It's a tough call.
I think you might be right. I just need to see
You're allowed
the
to
bail again.
You're allowed to agree with me, Cam.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yeah. I can agree with the Kiwi. It's all good. There's another look. It's just a question. We may not be able to see when the bails are up or when the ball's made contact. So there, yeah, really have to.
Yep.
My eyes aren't quick enough to flick between the two. I'd have to get the freeze frame out. Brings the over to an end with 2 dot balls, and they will begin the last over of the innings on 3rd ball.
Every run counts here, last over the innings. And look, it's a funny game, anything can happen. Kiwis will be looking to keep the scoreboard ticking upwards. Give them as many as they can to defend.
I've had another look offline at that run out. I think, for me, it's out. There's a frame where the ball is not visible. In the next frame, it's coming out from having hit the stumps. But anyway, it's out in the book. Matt Forrest bowling the last over. And they see off 3rd ball with a single. Three balls remain in the innings. 59 on the board for New Zealand. They get into the 60s. One ball remains now for the Australian captain and Australia here in this first innings. And it will be a dot ball. So New Zealand batting first have posted 61 here in the final, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. I'm Cameron Walter, with me Dan Batley. You're watching Australia and New Zealand in the Tri-Nations final live from Arena 42 here in Adelaide, South Australia. And 61 on the board. The question is, will that be enough? I look back to the head-to-head matchups between these two sides during the round-robin stages of the Tri-Nations. On each occasion, Australia have surpassed 100 runs, 111, 114 and 104. So clearly the batting strength to be able to chase this down with ease. But New Zealand have the attack and the ability in the field. They just have to turn it on today.
That's it. Yeah, I think they'll be slightly disappointed. Probably a good 20 runs short, but nonetheless, it is runs on the board, and they'll be up for it. They know that it's really important to start well, as you say. Right from ball one, they can't give anything away. I think the Australians have really shown, probably just now and this whole week, how to bowl on these courts. Got to be really straight, got to ask a lot of questions and make it tough to score. It's really hard to get the scoreboard going when it's dots and ones. So New Zealanders will be looking to replicate that and ask some questions early of this opening partnership.
Yeah, it looks like the scoreboard's become unplugged, by the way, so that's going to require some attention. So there'll be a short delay here. We just need to get the scoreboard back up and running. So I better save this game first. And just have to restart it to get the scoreboard up. So just bear with us for a second, folks, while the game is resumed. And the run chase will get underway shortly, but pleased to say that I'm joined now on commentary by South Africa legend, Willie Brink. Willie, how are you?
Well, Cam, good in yourself.
Yeah, very well. And didn't get to say it on commentary last night because I wasn't aware, but you've made a decision about your future?
Yeah, so I kind of have to spend a little bit more time with my family at this stage. I've spent a lot of time and money with indoor cricket. It's been a great journey, but it's time to hang up the boots.
And as sorry as I am to see that, Willie, or to hear that, congratulations on an amazing career for a long time. It's been a pleasure to see you representing your country for so long with skill and pride and passion. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. It was quite the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of proud of what I've done and happy to call it at this stage.
It's great to hear. How about this game? How do you see it so far? New Zealand 61 on the board.
Yeah, look, so runs on the board in the final is always big, but the way these Aussies have been batting this week, I think they might be 20, 30 runs short. They're going to need two good skins up front here if they want to have any chance here.
Braden Gardner gets us underway and very nearly bowls Tim Floros, who's on strike with Jamie Diener at the other end. This partnership has been rock solid for Australia of late, getting them off to unbelievable starts. But that was an excellent delivery to start the innings.
The way Braden has been swinging the ball this week is quite incredible.
And into the legs of Tim Floros, and Australia up for it. They take the run. It's good awareness.
That's the thing about this team. Every single little opportunity they've got, they just take it.
Yeah. Oh, unbelievable shot from Jamie Diener to start his innings. He is one of the best in the business, is he not?
Well, in my eyes, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know where to bowl to him. Doesn't matter where you go, he just pumps it down up 2, 3 all the time.
Just catching the legs on the way through a dot ball. 2 balls remain for Braden Gardner. Oh, full put to the back by Tim Floros. He cashes in.
So much composure. These guys just wait for the ball and just put it away every single time.
chance into the fielder. Ward it is there at the leg side position. Australia get back, and 7 runs from the over. Gee, I can't believe they got 7 runs off that, the way Braden Gardner was bowling.
Well, like I said, this whole week he's just been such a good bowler. But once again, Australia has been batting so well. 7 runs, just as easy as that.
The New Zealand captain, Todd Watson, is going to bowl the second over. New Zealand looking to get an early breakthrough. Tim Flores on strike. Wonderful shot from Tim Flores for 2. Textbook. Called through, they'll get 1. I'm curious, Willie, do you have any favourite memories from your career?
Well, obviously, my first World Cup in Dubai 2017, winning the MVP award was pretty good. Always take that. And then with that came all the opportunities after that. Playing in the 2019 Nationals here in Australia, I think that was the toughest week of my entire life, even tougher than this week. So, yeah, pretty good memories all around. But so as a nation, South Africans, we're always very proud to play sports, and to represent your country is such an amazing privilege. So, yeah, all of it's been incredible.
Excellent. As is the batting from Australia at the moment. A couple of wonderful shots. Chance came down off the top net quite quickly and created an opportunity there for Nick Ward. The Australian safe. 1 ball remains in the second over. Some interest in the run out. Tina is safe. Brings the over 2 an end. 9 runs from it. Australia 16. New Zealand looking to defend a lowish total up against Australia. What do you think they need to do here, not only in the last 2 overs of this pair, but in the early stage of this innings, to try and stay in this game, New Zealand?
So wickets will be crucial. I think this New Zealand team has an incredible bowling attack, and if they can just pull it together here, 2 or 3 wickets in the next 3 or 4 overs here might actually just throw the game on its head. You never know. I mean, the final always brings additional pressure in. Yeah.
That's right, you never know what can happen. Jacket is going to bowl over number 3. Flores again facing the first ball of the over. Starts with a wide. Back on the money, but so is Tim Flores. Full enough to drive, and he does on the edge of the V. Sends it into the back court for 4. It'll be a single. What about, see, 2 to Tim Flores, some of your toughest opponents, teams or individuals?
Well, that's it's difficult to say. I mean, any game against the Australians and the New Zealanders was always tough.
No, it's out. Some indecision there. The wrong call, and New Zealand grabbed their first wicket. They needed that, and they'll need more. It's Australians, an unforced error here. Let's have a look. It's just sat perfectly for Watson. Sorry, I cut you off there with that wicket.
No, that's fine. So, like I said, always playing against the Aussies and New Zealanders is tough. I've got a couple of favourites that I've played against. Obviously, Matty Flores, so clinical in everything he does. I've created a kind of a man crush on Tyler Hayes. I'm a very big fan, and I got to speak to him a little bit last night. And great human being. And well, there's a couple of guys. I mean, in the 22 World Cup, that game we played against New Zealand, where myself and Egbert Lebel almost pulled it through at the end there.
Victor
Davies, Victor Davies, the way he bowled that last over, or that last 2 balls, was just amazing. There's made so many friends as opposed to opponents.
Yes. Matt Latham to bowl the final over to the partnership. Floros through for a single. That's one of the great things about our game, is the bonds and friendships that are formed across teams, whether they're nations or states or provinces or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and then when we played the Barbarians now for the Club World Series, made some great mates there. I mean, I played one game against Ryan Jackson in the 22 World Cup. He almost killed me with a short ball, but we became pretty close when we were there. Myself, him, Daniel Venice, Stacey Heinemann, a couple of other guys from the 22s, Jerome Robinson, Singapore, I mean, Cole Narona, Davik Rai from India. I mean, it's guys that I've never thought that I'd actually get to know, but we had such a great time there.
Great shot from Floros. Moved into position early. Grabs 2, down and up through square leg. 2 balls remain in the opening partnership.
Such a good start here. I think these guys would have been happy to just get 20 on the board. I mean, already on 27 with 1 ball to go, great start.
False start there. Perhaps thinking about a man cat.
There's been no man cats this whole week.
No.
I've been looking for it, but it wasn't on at any stage.
And Tim Floros bangs 2 to finish the innings for this partnership. 29 is the start. And Willie, before I let you go, your final thoughts on this match?
You know, it's difficult. I want it to be a very close game and to get very exciting, but I just think Australia's got too much firepower left here. But yeah,
we
never know. We never know.
That's right.
Cricket's a very funny game.
Sure is. And thank you so much for joining us on commentary, and congratulations again on your career. And as we've seen, some of the people online, true gentlemen of the game, and it's great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Cam.
Thanks,
appreciate
Willie.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, you're watching Australia and New Zealand in the Tri-Nations final here in Adelaide. I'm Cameron Walter. You just heard Willie Brink announcing his retirement from indoor cricket. And the first partnership for Australia, 29 runs on the board. The perfect start in pursuit of New Zealand's 61. And as Luke Ryan and Justin Perkins take to the court now for Australia, Braden Garden is shaping up to bowl. I'm joined once again by Dan Batley. How do you see that opening partnership?
Yeah, not what the Kiwis would have been after, Cam. As I said earlier, really important that they started well. 29, probably not the desired result there, so they really need to start making some inroads into this Aussie lineup.
Well, if there's a man that can do that, it's Braden Gardner. Here he is, ball in hands. Luke Ryan will face the first one. Starts with a wide. It's Gardner. Luke Ryan using the width, finds his first runs from the bat. Oh, edge to put down. Tough chance.
Yeah, always tough, those ones. Braden's obviously got a clear plan here to the batsman, trying to beat them outside off. Got to take the chances when they come. Oh.
That got bigger on Perkins than he was expecting. Looking to play on the onside. Instead, it's a dot and it'll be third ball. Gardner bowling well. Can he convert this into a wicket? Australia have to score. It's a wide. Perkins called no. Ryan ran anyway. And Perkins gets home. 3 runs off the delivery. Bit of a let off there.
Yeah, despite the wide, there was still a chance there. Justin was down at the striker's end for a long time.
Excellent shot from Luke Ryan. So 9 runs off that over. A good start for this second partnership as Australia continue to build towards this total. You'd think, given how close Australia are already, that at this point it's just got to be all-out attack for New Zealand, see what they can do. And with Ryan Jackson coming on the bowl, I think that's in keeping with that theme.
Yep, got to try and create some momentum. Start taking some chances, get 1, brings 2, start applying some pressure. Get the Australians under the pump. Ryan will be looking to do that this over. But frustrating. Braden bowled a really good over there.
Right into the legs of Ryan. He was dragged out. The foot hopped up. I think he got back. And Luke Ryan felt that. Let's have a look. He's out here. Let's see. And back in his crease. It's got him on the shin, and you can see there on the replay.
Bit of anguish there.
Yeah, that does not tickle.
No, Ryan's the last one you want to cop in the knee. Oh, great pace from Jacko.
Yeah, beats the outside edge, and just misses the off stump. And it will be third ball now. Australia need to score. They get through for 2.
Yeah, not quite where he was wanting to go there, Luke, but 2 nonetheless.
Two balls left for Jackson. New Zealand in need of a wicket. Batting from Perkins. Grabs a 2. That's a well bowled over from Jackson. It's Australia up to the challenge and take 4 runs from him.
Yeah, tough
with 4
going out
dots.
there. 2 good overs, and to have the scoreboard on 13, it's really tough going for the Kiwis. I guess the luxury for the Australians at the moment is that it's not too much pressure on the scoreboard, so they can navigate and see out some of the tougher balls and cash in. So the Kiwis have really got to be on. Change of pace here by the looks. Bailey coming in to bowl.
Yeah, this would be a very interesting over, I think, as spin always is in indoor cricket. Can it create something here for New Zealand? That's just too good from Perkins.
Yeah, great shot. A little bit of turn there, but he safely navigated it.
Flat into the net, no run. That's a great piece of fielding, given out of the keeper's end.
Great work there from Braden on the line. Good vision, saw that Luke had come out.
Let's have a look. It's a great flick. So, yeah. Looks in. I think I did see the umpire sort of indicating the bat might have bounced. I think that's what he indicated, but I don't think that's what you could see on the vision. Looked to me that was in. And 2 and 2 balls. New Zealand are coming.
Great there from Bailey. He's really getting it up. Looks like Luke doesn't really like the spin. He's luring him out. He committed on the front dog and screwed it through the offside into the hands of the line fielder. It's a really important moment here for the Kiwis. Got to stay on top, build that momentum. Ryan under pressure. Oh, and again. Oh.
A little bit of ill discipline there from New Zealand. Australia get through for the single.
Captain won't be happy with that one. Really needed to keep Luke Ryan on strike for this over.
And indeed, it's not just a single, it was 2. So the fact that it hit the net beforehand counts. So 2 in the book, 1 ball remains. Single backward of points. -5 from the over. That is exactly what New Zealand needed. There's that run out again. You can see, you're watching that at full speed, that the bat does something as it happens, but I don't think it bounced.
Yeah, change of pace has worked there. Quite a difference from Ryan into the off spin of Bailey. Matt Latham to close out the partnership. Got to get a wicket this over, Cam.
They sure do. Matt Latham has the job. Perkins is on strike, the last over of the partnership. Perkins finds the net. There's a fingertip to that. Not enough to stop it from hitting the net and grabbing 2. Luke Ryan showing his class. Just a couple of wickets off the previous over. Bangs a 3 on the onside. Excellent batting. Another 2 to Perkins. He's been hitting a few of those for fun. 2 balls remain in the partnership. 2 more opportunities here for New Zealand. Struck twice in the previous over. Another wicket here. Manna from heaven. Oh, it's too good, Luke Ryan.
Yeah, Australians looking very comfortable with this line and length. I think the Kiwis need to try something different. Get it out nice and full, wide hole on the offside, get them squirting throughout there.
Again, too good from Perkins. And a great finish there for Australia. 11 runs off that over, and a partnership of 19 moves them to 48, needing 14 runs for victory. With Dearness and Hayes coming to the crease now for Australia. New Zealand have to find something. To try and stay in this game. Just differences to that lineup. Swayam Desai and ticked on the commentator's sheet, but not on the umpire's sheet. So Braden Gardner in the team rather than Swayam Desai. And the long conversation on the sideline there for New Zealand with the Brains Trust. Not out of it by any stretch, but it's going to take a special effort, and you would think, Dan, that has to happen in this pair. You can't have New Zealand can't have Australia start the last pair in front.
Correct. Straight in with Mitch Gardner. Weapon with the ball. He'll be looking to create some chances, apply some pressure, ask some questions early. But as you say, really important that they take some of those chances and keep the scoreboard in check.
Here is Mitchell Gardner. Dearness on strike. Uses the width. Play textbook down up 2. Brings Tyler Hayes on strike to face his first ball. Here in his debut tour for Australia. Out playing the Tri-Nations final.
Oh, how's that missed? Oh, it's a great delivery from Mitch. Unlucky to not take some poles.
Unbelievable. As it stands, Australia get through for the single. Brings Dearness back on strike. Watson taking some time to set his field up and set it deeper and straighter on the onside. And Dearness gets 2, I believe, backward of point. Gardner bowls a wide. Hayes using the width and his crease to get across and hit it down up 2 through point. 9 runs from the over. Great start for this pair, and well, they're already 5 runs away now. It's now or never for New Zealand. It's going to be Jacket. Single to Hayes. Australia getting closer and closer to this total. Still lots of time left in the game. That's just too good from Rhys Dearness. Doesn't mind a down up 3. Absolute class.
Oh. It's just not going the Kiwis' ways at the moment.
Sent back. It'll be third ball now. An opportunity that New Zealand must convert. Australia have to score. Jacket needs to be right on the money. It's on the legs, but they'll get through. And with that single go ahead of the New Zealand score, with a ball to come in the 10th over. A wide to finish the over, 7 runs from it. Australia are in front. Love to see Jackson bowl this over. So he can get a couple of wickets and keep them in the game.
Looks to be that way.
Yep. Create a couple of opportunities here that they can convert. Maybe New Zealand can get a roll on. Bear in mind, Matt Forrest and Brock Winkler still to bat for Australia. Here's Ryan Jackson.
Yeah, full in attacking the stumps.
Width this time. Ace finds a single. Can't bowl there to Dennis.
No,
We'll get 2 all day.
any width just gets punished.
The old nah, yeah. And Hayes through for 2. Driven to hands. Great piece of fielding from Mitchell Gardner, but Hayes sensed the occasion and was back in a flash. Last ball of the over for Jackson. Oh, Chris Dennis. You know what I just find amazing is when he plays shots like that, it doesn't look like he's under any pressure at all. He just makes it look so simple, like he's out practicing. And yeah, that's incredible batting.
Yeah, looks like he's got a lot of time out there. It's obviously something they train hard as the down up on the leg side. As I said earlier, it's a bloody tough shot to play. But like I said, I think the Kiwis need to try something different. Got nothing to lose. Got to try and create something out of nothing. Get some chances. Try and get a roll on. Anything could happen in the last partnership.
Here's the New Zealand captain. Comfortable 2 for Dennis. shot there, Tyler Hayes. Australia continue on the charge. 15 runs ahead now.
Oh, beat him for pace.
Yeah. Got himself tangled up there, trying to play it on the onside as well. 2 balls remain in the partnership.
Oh, and again.
Yeah, rushed him. And it'll be the last ball of the partnership and 3rd ball. So Australia will have to score. Onside, offside, it does not matter. Reece Dennis will get you. And he bangs another 3 to put Australia in pole position heading into the final partnership here. Thanks for joining us, folks. You're seeing Australia up against New Zealand in the Tri-Nations final. I'm Cameron Walter, with me Dan Batley. New Zealand batted first and scored 61. And so far, this batting performance from Australia has been nothing short of dominant. There's a period in the middle of that second partnership where New Zealand got a little bit of a run on, but other than that, Australia have been in charge. Matt Flores and Brock Winkler now at the crease. Again, a long conference. As you can see there on the left of screen, between the New Zealand players and the Brains Trust. And you would think, well, 18 runs in front, Australia would be home from here. New Zealand, to win, would have to get something like seven wickets.
Gonna have to strike and strike early.
Mitchell Gardner will bowl. Interesting that the first over to every partnership has been a Gardner with Braden and Mitchell.
Am I correct in saying Nick Ward hasn't bowled an over yet?
Yes, correct. I'll have to bowl 2 here. Here's Gardner to Matt Flores. It'll be a dot ball to start. Matt Flores, too good. Grabs 2 in the front court. Wide is the first ball to Brock Winkler. First runs from the bat, using the width, helping himself to 2. So 2 dot balls to finish the opening over. 6 runs from it, and they'll start the 14th on 3rd ball and will have to score. Australia have already got one hand on the Tri-Nations Series trophy. 3 overs separating them from that, or from putting a second hand on it anyway. Here is Nick Ward for the first time in the innings. It'll be 3rd ball. Brock Winkler will need to score. Full toss, put away for 2. Flores finds the net as well.
Yep. Soft hands up over the field. Easy batting when you're 20 plus ahead.
Yeah. 2 all day to Brock Winkler.
I've heard that apparently it's a suspected broken jaw for Stacey Hyman, so he's taking a trip off to the doctors, so fingers crossed nothing too serious for Stace.
Yeah, my understanding was that the quote is what I heard, the quote was he copped one in the warm-up, so assume that might have been off maybe someone getting throwdowns or something like that. It's really unfortunate for Stacey Hyman and, of course, for New Zealand. Kept out by Winkler. Be a dot, 7 runs off the over. Just 2 overs remain now in the Tri-Nations Series for 2024. While we'll wrap up on commentary at the end of the match, the stream will stay live so you can catch Australia being presented with the Tri-Nations trophy. And then a little later on, the awards ceremony for the tournament will be streamed as well. That will probably be a separate stream. I'm just looking at John. Yeah, so keep your eye on YouTube and Facebook for a new stream for the awards ceremony. That will be maybe 20 minutes from now. What a start to the over for Matt Flores. Bailey Ladder, the bowler, and Matt Flores grabs 3. Just heard from Guy Coleman, Hyman getting a scan, but says he's okay.
Good.
So it's good to hear. Driven. There'll be 5 runs to the Australian captain. It's his first series as the man in charge of the Australian side, leading them to a series victory here. Aussie's just too good at the moment. Wide from Latta, 1 ball remains. Single to complete the over, 15 runs from it. Australia 6 balls away from Tri-Nations victory. And Dan, it'll be disappointment for New Zealand here today. It's been a good opportunity this tournament to try out some new players and new combinations for the New Zealand side as they look towards a World Cup next year.
Yeah, definitely. I think across both sides, obviously our team, the 22s, with 10 debutants this week, and obviously we're here to play a tournament, but there's also an eye towards next year as well, and later a platform for the World Cup, and to see how some guys go and test some combinations and take away a lot of learnings to build on for the next 12 months. Obviously, any player would love to take home a world trophy. So, yes, definitely disappointment for the Kiwis today, because certainly had a lot of confidence in our ability, our skill sets to come out and put some good performances on the court, but it hasn't quite gone our way. But from what I've seen, it's going to be a hell of a World Cup because there's some serious talent that's coming through, in both the 22s grade and obviously in the men's grade as well, with some plenty of debutants. So
And I think the same would be true for Australia. A new look side here for the Australian men. They've, well, to be fair, they've dominated the competition here and will take some confidence into next year's World Cup. Three balls remain now in the Tri-Nations. And it's a wide. They opt not to have it again. Just making sure we get a nice break before the presentation, Dan.
yeah, be a bit cheeky if he re-bowled that one.
Great shot from Winkler. His last shot of the day is a wire. And Matt Flores, somewhat fittingly, the Australian captain, will face the final ball of the Tri-Nations. They're happy with the dot. There it is, Australia. Seal victory here in the Tri-Nations for 2024. They are the champions, defeating New Zealand 114 to 61. So our congratulations to them. Commiserations to New Zealand. We know, as you say, it's we'll see them back bigger and better in the World Cup next year. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can stick around on the stream to see us present the Tri-Nations Trophy. My thanks before we go off air to John and Akshay from Calling All Sports for all of their efforts helping bring us the coverage. Thank you as well to you, Dan, for helping out on commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed the coverage live from Arena 42. Until next time, for John and the team at Calling All Sports and for Cricket Australia, I'm Cameron Walter. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for both finalists here in the Tri-Nations final. Our commiserations to them, but as always, congratulations, New Zealand, a strong tournament. And we're looking forward to seeing you in the World Cup next year. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll just give them a moment to finish congratulating one another. But it's now time to present them with the Tri-Nations Trophy. And as we present it to the captain, Matt Flores, here are your Tri-Nations champions, Australia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the awards ceremony will be kicking off in about 15 minutes' time, so please do stick around for that, and we'll see you shortly.